Hello everyone. Figured I'd make another video. I haven't made one since February. But I'm still making some good finds. I think my favorite lately is this gold. Found a nice gold bracelet in the water. Found it with my beach hunter ID. It sounded like a bobby pin. I thought, oh man. But the yellow light was lighting up pretty consistent, so I had to scoop it out. I usually scoop out the bobby pins just to get them out of where I'm at. But I've gotten a good amount of silvers this year. Got one $50 Franklin half. Old Chinese coin. There's a Model T Ford key. And you can see plenty of Mercuries, and there's buffaloes and Indians, and a neat silver chain I found in a schoolyard, and there's a Queen Victoria Canadian cent. There's first English penny I ever found that was this new. I found them, but I didn't know they made them up till this date. I'll zoom in there. It's a 1944. Pretty cool find. Yeah, I figured I might as well make a video. I haven't made one in quite a while. I'll do some close-ups here. And this was kind of a neat find. It's the top half of a souvenir. The bottom half was a Liberty Bell. I think this was number 33 of the National Encampments. It was in 1899. I thought this was kind of a neat find. I found this out in Battle Creek, where there was a bunch of old houses tore down. This here is one of my oldest buttons ever, military anyways. It's War of 1812 button. On the other side it's got the eagle up there, and Imperial stand. That's an oldie. There's a close-up of the English penny. I didn't realize they made those that late. Up until then. I guess they made them even after that. They're a big penny though. English always had them big pennies for years. It looks almost like a giant Canadian 1 cent. They had the same King George on there. That's kind of a neat find. This is the only $50 silver half that I've found this year. I found it with my MXT. In a patch of grass alongside of the road next to a paper mill. It's being torn down right now. It's all fenced in. We can't get in there, but maybe someday once they're going to build a new park and all kinds of goodies in there, so there'll probably be some good finds in there. There's a barber quarter I found at an old Elks Club in a town, 30 miles, about 25 miles from here. Allegan. It's a little corroded, but it's not in too bad a shape. This here is a Mason coin or token. It's one of some type of Masons or something. I found that up John Park, Kalamazoo here. It was right in an area where there's a bunch of remnants from old trash pits, or ash pits. That's an oldie. I figure it's 1920 or older, because that's when they made the place into a park and covered up all them ash pits. I always like finding that scalp paraphernalia. This has got the old style clasp on the back of it. The safety pin, tape, and they put that patent 1911 on it. Heck, I think they still had that up, maybe even into the 60s on the back. But this was one of the older ones, according to what I've read about it on the internet. And of course, it's hard to beat a good gold find. It's the first gold I found in the water this year with my water detector. I got a Beach Hunter ID. Seems to work pretty good. Found a nice silver ring there yesterday, as a matter of fact. I found this 4 days ago. Boy, this sure did look good in my sand scoop when I pulled it up. I was about waist deep in the water, but it sure did look good. This is what I'm after. That gold. There's a nice little silver necklace I found in a schoolyard. Thought I'd throw that in there. There's an old dog tag from Antwerp Township. I thought that was a neat find. 1900. This one here is a Canadian 5-cent piece. Canadians call them fish scales. And it's a Queen Victoria. Pretty nice little find. I wished it would have been a U.S. half dime. I haven't found one yet, but I'm sure I will someday. But this is still a good find anyways. I found this neat little brass lock in a park, other side of town. Indian hat I found a couple days ago out in Battle Creek, and we call it, my brother and I call it the old trash pit. But I put it in there for size. It's in super good shape. I found several of them in pretty good shape this year. There's an 1892 Canadian Queen Victoria 1-cent piece. Neat find. I'll flip it over and show you the other side. There's an old Chinese coin I found at a friend's house. We thought, what the heck's a Chinese coin doing here? I said, yeah, you find them. They're everywhere. There's a neat old token. Lucky pocket piece. There's an old Ford Model T key. I found a few of them so far. I just thought I'd throw that in for good measure. Well, everybody, have a good one. We'll catch y'all later.